104.7 The Cave, the Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Women. I am on the phone this morning with Kevin, who plays bass for El Monstero, Pink Floyd tribute that's been going on for years in St. Louis. They sell out the pageant pretty much every year around Christmas, and now they're bringing the show back to Springfield this Saturday at the Galois Theater. Kevin, thank you so much for calling into me this morning, man.
Man, thanks for having me on the air with you.
Yeah, no problem. So tell me, how did this start? I'm assuming you guys were all in your own kind of several projects, and maybe this kind of started off as a one-off deal, and then it just grew to the monster that it is.
Well, that's a pretty accurate story. Yeah, it started back actually in the late 90s, believe it or not. I was in a band called Stir. We were on Capitol Records. We had a few songs out there. I think we toured through Springfield many times. We were there with probably the biggest show was with, oh God, what the hell's the name of that band? The Pretty Fly for a White Guy band. What's the name of that?
Oh, yeah. Man, I can't remember.
Anyway.
Offspring.
There you go. We were at the Shrine Mosque with them. I think we probably came through with Train later. But anyway, enough about that. That's history. So I was in that band. We were between records. In that world, you make a record and then you sit around. You used to make a record, sit around for 6 months and wait for the marketing department at the label to get their act together, and then you went out and toured in support of the record when they finally released it. And in that 6-month lag, we were sitting around our houses in St. Louis and like, man, we got to keep our chops up. We got to keep playing. We can't just do nothing. And we didn't want to tour. We didn't have any tour support. So we started just like a bar band. And we played all over St. Louis as a bar band. And to sort of conceal our identity, we wore masks, and we called ourselves El Monstero y los Masked Avengers. And we closed every night with the second half of Dark Side of the Moon, and that just grew into a whole night of Floyd the next year. And then that show just took off, and I'm the only guy from Stir left in the band, but that it started as sort of a little side project for us during the holidays.
That's awesome. And you guys put in so much work and time into the production. And, of course, Pink Floyd, it's about the music first and foremost. But there are all these other little things as far as stage production stuff, lights, effects, things that really need to be there as well. It's almost as if it's an event in itself. And you guys really do one hell of a job making sure that happens. Thanks.
Yeah, for me, Floyd's music has always been very visual. Like I spent a lot of nights sleeping in the van when we were on the road with Dark Side of the Moon and headphones, and it's so dramatic. It just calls for an amazing light show and lasers and video, and we throw some Vegas into it with aerialists and actors and dancers and that stuff too, to make it more of an experience than just playing the music well. But we do try to play the music as close to the albums as we can at the same time.
Yeah, and the thing is, what I think a lot of people need to realize is that we're probably never going to get a Pink Floyd show again. It's probably never going to happen. And in my opinion, you guys are one of the very few that can really hold the torch and keep that music alive for fans that probably never got a chance to see Pink Floyd on their last tour with the Division Bells. So, I mean, props to you guys. Is this something you guys want to continue as long as you can?
Yeah, for sure. As long as people will come to see the show, we're going to continue to do it. And it is amazing to see the number of all ages. Like, when we do the winter shows in St. Louis at the pageant, there's an all ages section, and that section is full of, kids who are 13 to 18 years old, and that section just grows year after year, and it's full every night. And that's a whole new group of people who, maybe heard their dad's records, maybe not, maybe got drugged to the concert by their parents, and who are off on the other side of the bar getting hammered, and they're having the time of their life, and they're experiencing this amazing music, and it feels current to them because it's delivered in a way that feels modern.
You're absolutely right. You are right on the money. Well, Kevin, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you so much for doing this interview this morning, and good luck Saturday. I can't wait to see it.
Thanks for dragging me out of bed and having me on the air, and we hope to see everybody that can make it on Saturday.
Absolutely. Tickets still available, starting at $20. You can find out how to get them. Just go to our website, click on concerts. It's at 1047thecave.com.